Hi, I'm Rawdawg Rory, rocking the foo again on Fridays, and we're here. We're in Connecticut. We're in Derby, Connecticut, and it's going really good so far. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for all your well wishes on our journey and our move. Things are going great here. We got a lot of help when we were loading up and packing up and getting set up here. We're still settling in here. Still got some unpacking and stuff to do. But so far since we've been in the area, we've been having a lot of fun. Spend a lot of time with my family, which I love doing, and making them some really awesome raw food because a lot of them are actually geeked up about it, which is neat. I love helping people get started with this stuff because it rocks. And another cool thing is I'm actually going to be working a little bit at Catch a Healthy Habit Cafe in West Haven, and hopefully I'll see some of you people there. Yesterday got to do some work with Frank Giglio. That was pretty cool. Made some smoothies, soups, and other good stuff, and looking forward to spending more time there and getting to meet all you. And today, I want to talk about transitioning away from coffee. Because I know coffee and caffeine in general, for me it was soda, is like a big pain in the butt for a lot of people, and can be a really tough thing to kick. And besides using some other sort of stimulant like cacao maybe, which has a little bit of caffeine in there to help you transition from it. There's also this really awesome stuff that we got into a little while ago, which is called Dandy Blend. And it's a roasted blend of chicory root, dandelion root, and burdock root. And it has, it's not raw, because it's been roasted, but it makes a really good coffee substitute, whether you're going to brew it up hot. It's just like, use it just like instant coffee. And I'm not really doing a plug for them or anything, but I think this stuff is awesome, and it makes a really good imitation kind of frappuccino thing for people who are trying to get away from Starbucks and all those other lovely places. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to whip one of these suckers up. And we're going to be using the Monster Vitamix today because I've actually lent our usual blender to my sister so they can start whipping up some smoothies, especially some green ones. And but rest assured, this can be done in any blender. It's very simple. To start off with, I'm going to be using some sesame seed milk, and I made this just by blending some of my homemade tahini with water to taste. You do as creamy or as weak as you like. I do probably about maybe quarter of a cup of the tahini to about 6 cups of water. You can add a little sweetener in there if you like, whatever floats your boat. And we're just going to be pouring about 1.5 cups of our nut milk in the blender. And to this, I'm going to add probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons of Dandy Blend. And you could use more or less. Oh, and you could also use Ticino. I got to sample that for the first time at the cafe yesterday, and it was really awesome stuff. I liked it a lot. Again, it's not raw, but it's mostly a flavoring, and it actually does have some medicinal properties to it. If you want to look that up, there's tons of information about the benefits of dandelion root and burdock root. So you might want to look into that. Now, to sweeten it up, add my favorite sweetener, a little bit of raw honey. Oh yes. I probably put about 1.5 tablespoons in there, but you can use less if you want. Just sweeten it to your taste. And to get it good and creamy and give it a thickness, I'm using 1 frozen banana. Pop that out there. Don't mind my fingers, I'm just making this for myself, so it's just my germ, so it's all good. And we didn't have any ice on hand, go figure, but we had a few cubes, so this would be equivalent to about a cup, a little more of ice, cup and a half. We got ice water, so we'll just use that, it'll work. Throw that in there. And now this is totally optional. I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, oh, no, not salt. But if you look at a lot of those pre-packaged coffee beverages, you'll notice there's a butt ton of sodium in there. and they use it as a flavor enhancer. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I'm just adding a teeny pinch to bring out some of the sweetness more. Just a little teeny bit of that. Less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. And now that is pretty much all you need to throw in there to get your standard coffee flavored Frappuccino kind of thing going. But I like to add a little bit of cacao powder in there and kind of make it a mochaccino thing. And you can add anything to this. You can do vanilla, you can do cinnamon, you can use different nut milks and seed milks to make it taste however you want. You know, I mean, like, come on, a hazelnut, you know, Frappuccino using actual hazelnut milk and a little cinnamon. It's gonna be good stuff, you know it. And I'm gonna blend here, and forgive the noise, but we're not set up to do any editing right now, so pardon my buzz. Oh, I hear lumps. Oh, that smells delicious. And hopefully it tastes even better. That's awesome. Who needs a chain coffee store? See y'all later.